And a you good day.
I'm really excited about this.
As are we.
Perfect.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I have a few questions. So,
Yes.
one of my questions is, there are, as you've said, 5 hybrid races.
Yes.
But that you've talked briefly on one of your transmissions about a 6th that doesn't have a necessary civilization because they're the Wanderers or meant...
No.
Can you please explain
The
that?
Wanderers are a different group of entities altogether that may touch in now and then to different civilizations, remaining relatively loosely connected through their incarnations, simply as gatherers of information that aid and assist in a variety of projects, including the idea of contact, including the idea of the hybridization program, but they are not themselves the 6th hybrid race. Earth will be the 6th hybrid race. And you are in the process now of taking the hybridization that you already are and transforming it into something even more different. The Earth shall eventually become the 6th hybrid race, and once the Earth has created itself to be the 6th hybrid race, then all 6 hybrid races will again blend into a new form that will be the 7th hybrid race, unlike anything you have ever seen, unlike anything that has ever existed within creation, and it will be expressed in a very different way of interdimensionality that will be, well, I'll just put it in your old-fashioned terms, mind-blowing.
That's very cool. I mean, hot. It's very hot. We have young people here that have that term.
Yes, we understand.
Yes. So, am I interacting with any of these hybrid races? Am I going to be working with them? In what way?
I cannot spill all your beans.
Perfect.
But you will find that you have some connection to the children, to some degree, that will be returned to your planet, eventually, and take up residence in certain enclaves that will be safe places for them to acclimatize to your reality and allow your reality to get used to them as well.
Specific geographic locations?
Yes.
Exciting. Do they have anything to do with the chakra points of the Earth?
In some senses, you will find that the vibrations that exist in those vortices you call chakra points upon the Earth are that which will allow for certain balances to occur in the overall vibration of your planet that will allow for easier acclimatization of the hybrid children to your world. So it is involved, yes.
Great. Do I have any hybrid children?
You have a few.
Really? Can I know anything more about them?
You can.
What can I know?
Why not ask them?
I will. I will continue to. I have.
Allow yourself to go into now meditations. Understand that the beginning of this process we have initiated this day of your time will aid and assist in the acceleration of energy on your planet in a very specific frequency that will make it much easier for all of you when you go into the proper state that is representative of your excitement, of your balance, of your peace, to allow you to perceive and receive and experience greater forms of contact between the hybrid children, between other civilizations and yourself. This declaration's vibration is specifically tuned to be capable of increasing your ability to be a receiving antenna for the particular frequencies that are germane to the idea of contact in all its forms. So, take advantage of that. Ride that wave. Be in that state. Even reading the declaration to yourself, going into a meditative state after reading it will put you at the proper frequency domain to receive more communication, more understanding, and more awareness of all the different phases that are involved in contact. Yes?
Thank you for that permission slip.
Yes.
I have another question.
Yes.
So, how many alien and extraterrestrial and gray civilizations are now above our planet?
27.
That's very exciting.
Yes.
And then my last question. My brother Ren, his name's Ren, seems to be kind of hybridy.
You are all hybridy. to one degree or another. Different forms of hybrids exist among you, if only because, again, as we have described, the fact that you are even a human form is the result of alteration of DNA and hybridization of the original hominid species that evolved on your planet millions of years ago. So in a sense, the human even begins as a hybrid. But there have already also been other alterations in different ways for many of you in a variety of different kinds of energetic or physiological alterations.
That's a good point.
Yes.
Okay. And this brother of mine is having a new baby.
All right.
And is there any extraterrestrial involvement in its DNA?
Again, because of the alterations that have occurred, it allows for the new generations to not just be a different generation, but a different species altogether.
That's very exciting. All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
It's been great.
It still is.
Hi. Closer. Good morning.
And to you, good day.
I have two about me, two about you. I was born with a different eye color than I have now because of a medical condition.
All right, how exciting.
I would like my original eye color back. Is that possible?
Why?
I preferred it.
Why?
I thought it was beautiful.
And you're not now?
I miss things that were in the colors that were there that aren't there anymore.
What colors are there now?
Two colors,
Which are?
gold and blue. Before they were gold, blue, red, and brown.
What do the red and brown represent to you vibrationally?
I think they represent a side of my family,
Yes.
only because the doctor said it looked like my eyes were starting brown but turned blue.
Yes. And so?
So I feel like the missing colors are a missing part of me.
But they are not missing.
Okay.
They are just expressed differently.
Okay.
Do not look at this as a loss. Do
Okay.
not, in a sense, label this as a negative. Learn from what is and the changes that have occurred and understand what that vibrational change represents. Live in the moment with it. Let it be all right to be what it is, and anything else that needs to change will then be more capable of changing. And if you require for the exploration of your theme to gain those colors back in the way you had them, then you will.
I see.
But if you don't need them.
That's fine too.
Understand that all these things are within you.
Yes.
Do not always have to be expressed externally. But if you understand that the connection that you prefer is already there and always will be, then the external expression can be seen as a different kind of representation, a different amalgamation of what is going on within you, expressed on a higher level,
I see.
expressed on a higher frequency domain. So,
I understand that. Thank you.
does that help you?
Yes, it does. Thank
One
you.
moment. What have you seen with your eyes lately?
You. A whole lot of you.
A whole lot of us.
This room, these people.
Yes. Anything beyond?
The things I've seen, I've
Yes.
seen a lot of my new puppy.
Yes. Anything beyond?
I see. That's difficult to answer.
Is
I
it?
don't think so.
No. Are you sure?
I'm not sure just because the way you said that. I see that I'm on a journey.
Yes.
I can confirm what you've said. When you follow your bliss, the money just shows up. I haven't had a job since 2006, haven't needed one.
All right.
I would say I'm on the correct path naturally. From
You
time
would
to
say
time, I'm
perhaps
frustrated.
that you are
Yes.
the path.
Yes.
All right. And
And I don't know if that answers your question.
in a sense it does.
Okay.
Because the idea of the change in the color of your eyes is to allow you to understand that it is equally important to see inward as outward.
Thank you.
You will find all the colors of the rainbow when you look inward, and you will see that you have lost nothing.
Thank you
Does that help you?
very much.
Then the eyes have it.
Now it's about you. Where you are, can you describe what's happening on your end of the transmission? Who else is there? Are you clothed? Do you have ornaments on your bodies? Can you just tell us what's happening on the other end of this transmission?
I am in what you would call my scout craft, which is triangular in shape, above the city on your planet you call Sedona, approximately 2,500 of your miles. I am in a state of repose. I am, in that sense, thus alone in my ship, except for the intelligence that is the ship itself, what you would call an artificially intelligent computer, but is not exactly like you would think of it. Thus, then, I am sending this transmission through my thought processes, which the channel has been trained to match vibrationally and thus allow him to act as a biological translation device. The interior of my ship generally is a whitish crystalline material. You will see that there are very, very few ornamentations. I am wearing what you would call a one-piece garment that is very, very light blue silver, but of a color you have never seen in your reality. It is similar to the idea that you would call nanotechnological, in that the suit itself will form into whatever shape or function is required of it, including a spacesuit if needed. It is in that sense also the idea that the control panels of the ship would appear to you to be absolutely blank white crystalline surfaces. Only because my mind is keyed to the ship's mind do I see the controls. No one else can see them. Does this assist you? Is there some other detail you wish to understand about us?
Are you the only one in this ship?
I said I am alone.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry I didn't hear that.
That is all right.
And also, amongst your people, do you have crimes? And if so, what are the ramifications and punishments?
There are no crimes, there are no punishments.
I assume that.
You must understand that in our evolution, we have understood. The idea is that we are self-empowered, and that the only reason people commit what you call crimes are because they have a belief that they are not self-empowered. And thus, when they believe they are powerless, they will attempt to control their reality outwardly and attempt to force things in their direction because they believe that that is the only way to create power. We understand by being self-empowered that no such forcefulness is required, and that we simply have what we need when we need it.
I see.
Your civilization will ultimately learn this as well.
I look forward to that.
We look backwards to it.
And Bashar, in your own way, can you bless me, please?
You are already blessed.
Thank you.